Outlander is taking its audiences by storm. This action-packed TV drama has placed a plethora of obstacles in the way of Brianna Fraser, played by Sophie Skelton, and Roger McKenzie, played by Richard Rankin. Season 6 is no exception to this. Let's get into what we know about the struggles being faced by these two and other Season 6 news making rounds. First up, insight into the relationship between Jamie and Roger. When Brianna learned the shocking truth of her mother Claire that her biological father was actually an 18th century Highlander named Jamie Fraser, that is where the young couple first met in the 1960s Scotland. They enjoyed a romantic engagement, locked horns, and experienced a series of tragic misunderstandings after traveling back into the past. Roger and Brianna were separated again after Roger was assaulted and sold to the Mohawk by Jamie and Brianna's cousin Ian, while a pregnant Brianna waited in vain for his return. There remained a frostiness between Roger and his new father-in-law Jamie, even once the pair were happily married and raising their son Jemmy. Jamie remained unsure that he was good enough for Brianna, and Roger resentful that Jamie had attacked him. However, in the final episode, we saw Roger and Brianna attempt to travel home through the stones, only to wind up back on the ridge with Jamie and Claire and their relationship gradually unthawed in Season 5. Rankin revealed in an interview with RadioTimes.com that there's a real strength to the combined family. Moreover, he stated that they are certainly unified. Questions regarding Jamie and Roger's relationship, or if the couple will use the stones again, have all been addressed in the previous season, giving them a super strong platform to take on external factors this season, such as the community and the Christies arriving. The Revolutionary War, the aftermath of what happened in Season 5, when Claire was abducted and assaulted. Rankin went on to state that he believes that Jamie has found respect for Roger because he's seen him in a light of what he is and has a respect and admiration for Roger, which will presumably continue from here on, as initially there was quite a bit of misunderstanding between the two. Next up, fertility issues for the couple. Even though Bree has plenty more to think about as she starts introducing her keen engineering mind to the Ridge, it makes lives easier. Bree and Roger are happy and content together, but are struggling to conceive a second child despite expectations from their family in the new episodes, and she's left disappointed by the reaction. Brianna is finally introducing her engineering mindset with the matches knowing what a staple they're going to be, and nobody is taking her seriously. With the assumption that she's pregnant, which is another punch in the gut for her because the couple is facing difficulties with that, there are familiar situations that many women will relate to today, including Bree and Roger's struggle to conceive, although the series is set in the past with a mysterious time travel element. Sophie admitted that she's glad the writers put in that aspect because the show does deal with a lot of very real and timeless situations. However, this topic has never been addressed. Women have historically felt ashamed of their bodies. Even today, women who struggle to conceive are perpetuated with the notion that their bodies are failing the one job that they were given to do. It's a topic that has been made unnecessarily taboo. In the show, Brianna doesn't even talk to her mother about it, who's a surgeon. They hope to change the stigma surrounding it. Now, the widow and her children come to stay. A new issue for Roger and Bree to contend with instead is his relationship with a young widow, Adie McCallum, and her children, who have also come to settle on the Ridge. Rumors that there is an illicit relationship between him and Amy are in Diana Gabaldon's 6th novel, A Breath of Snow and Ashes, and so Roger spends a lot of time helping the struggling McCallums. Rankin jokingly commented about Roger's maddening naivety when it comes to Amy and how her presence will impact his marriage. He sarcastically stated that he doesn't see what's wrong with meandering off to the neighboring single woman's house for the afternoon and evening and eating there. Skelton and Rankin kept making quips back and forth jokingly about how he would give precedence to the McCallums over his own family. Next, Brianna's engineering mindset. Both Rankin and Skelton hinted at Brianna using her engineering skills this season to make matches. Skelton joked about the character having white phosphorus, and while Rankin made a joke about her literally blowing people up in the process, her inventions will be getting bigger and bolder according to the cast. However, it seems like people will not be taking her seriously because of her gender. This obviously solidifies that her struggles to prove that her engineering skills are worth being excited about will be a prominent feature this season. Is Roger a pseudo-priest? Meanwhile, in the new episodes, Roger is working as a pseudo-priest of sorts. There's a situation in episode 2 that was particularly hilarious, so much so that even Sam Heughan and Katrina Balfe were caught giggling at the situation behind the camera. Rankin said that the situation was so ridiculous and so funny to film. It wasn't aimed at writing or direction, but the situation was incredibly ridiculous, so it was naturally incredibly ridiculous to film. The sheer conviction with which it was playing out and the way it happens was hilarious. Whether this will be an issue with its surfaces is yet to be seen, but who knows. Now in other Season 6 related news. How many episodes will there be and where can viewers watch it? Due to the production problems caused by the pandemic, Outlander producers decided to cut Season 6 down to just 8 episodes. However, Season 7 will be supersized with a whopping 16 episodes to make up for it. This season will also feature a 90-minute extended premiere. Outlander is a Starz show. It's previously been available on Amazon Prime in the UK, but starting from Season 6, it will be shown on Starz Play, which is available via Amazon Prime. What can fans expect from the plot of this season? The 6th installment of Outlander will be loosely based on Diana Gabaldon's 6th book, A Breath of Snow and Ashes. This doesn't mean any upcoming episodes will stick rigidly to the source material, as fans have already seen in the most recent season. Executive producer Ronald Moore discussed this in more detail with EW that they come with a fresh approach every year. They have talked about splitting the books or even combining them as plot references. They want to do what feels most comfortable that year and be free in the writer's room to pick. Another aspect to touch base on is the fact that Claire has also been through horrific trauma, having been beaten and sexually assaulted by a group of men before being rescued by her husband Jamie. The final scene sees her telling him she feels safe in his arms, and viewers saw her explain to Jamie that she can't let the rape shatter her. In the next season, there will no doubt be lasting effects as Claire deals with this. Meanwhile, before discovering her attacker was unexpectedly still alive and potentially still in pursuit of her, Skelton's character Brianna survived a harrowing sexual assault in Season 5. Will we be seeing familiar faces in this installment of Outlander? The answer to this question is yes. Expect to see the following main characters return in Season 6. Katrina Balfe as Claire Randall Fraser, Sam Heughan as Jamie Fraser, Richard Rankin as Roger Wakefield, and Sophie Skelton as Brianna Randall. Heughan also teased via The Express that fans will see a new character, but he's not so new to Jamie. Tom Christie is one of Jamie's ancient foes from Ardsmuir. To take a bit of power, he comes to Fraser's Ridge. His daughter becomes an immensely special part of this story, so there's a bit of power play, and fans got their first glimpse of their new arrivals at Fraser's Ridge via Outlander social media back in October. If the series follows Diana Gabaldon's books, get ready to meet Tom's son Alan Christie, played by Alexander Vlahos, who has some dark secrets that could affect everyone on the Ridge if they are revealed this season, as well as Father Tom and daughter Malva. Although he does appear in the 6th book, A Breath of Snow and Ashes, it has not yet been confirmed that fan favorite character Lord John Grey, played by David Barry, will return for Season 6. Last year, when he posted a photo from the Outlander set on Instagram with the cryptic comment about hating goodbyes, Barry's fans were sent into panic. What about Outlander's future beyond this season? Further renewals seem likely too, assuming that everything goes well with Season 6 and 7. Jeffrey Hirsch, president and CEO of Starz, is open to the idea of developing future seasons as reported by Deadline. That's all we have for you today, folks, but we'll be back with more interesting videos. To stay informed about the entertainment industry, keep watching our videos. Tell us what you're expecting from the latest installment of this immensely loved time-traveling drama by sounding off in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe before leaving. Goodbye for now.